What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Sonic Mania Plus decomp mod, and we are looking at Spinball Sonic. I'm really kind of looking forward to this one because this guy doesn't get enough love. For good reason, I guess. He is a bit of a weird one. Sonic Spinball, if you don't know, was a weird pinball stroke platformer, but mainly a pinball game made for the Mega Drive and the Game Gear. And it was a mixed bag. Music, amazing in terms of, except for the options music, we can all agree on that. But sprite-wise, he's a bit weird, but I kind of like it. He is now in Sonic Mania with sound effects and all. Yeah, it just looks very weird. But let's have a look at his idle sprite, see if he's got anything. Okay, cool. Seem to have ripped everything. But obviously, Mania had their own version, like extra stage. Okay. I haven't played Spinball that much, so I don't actually know a crazy amount about it. I don't know what's the original sprites and if they've added any new ones. But I do know there is a super form for this little guy, so we will be looking into that 100%. It's just a weird sprite in general. If you compare this to the rest of the Mega Drive catalogue, it looks strange. It just doesn't look right. I mean, it's not a bad sprite, it just, compared to the other Sonic sprites out there, it's a bit strange. And it was also, obviously, it was based off of the American side of things, like SAT-AM, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, that style, which is so strange, because Sally and Scratch and Grounder are in the bonus stage for Spinball. So it's just a weird game in general. Very off the time, I think, is a good term. Oh, that's a weird sprite for that, but I guess everything's ripped from Spinball, so it makes sense with Spinball, just not in Mania. I don't know how to describe Spinball in general. I think it did a lot of really cool things, especially music-wise. It has some really underrated music. But the rest of it, it's just a weird mishmash of like SAT-AM and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog in terms of style and content. It's just very strange. But here he is. Oh. Okay, he does have a Supersonic sprite. But not all of them have been done, it seems. So maybe this will get updated, I have no idea. And let's get Dr. Robotnik. It's just weird. I know I keep bringing up that it's weird, but it is just weird. There has not been a Sonic game like it since. But I know I did a very similar question like this with the Sonic Extreme SRB2 video. But I kind of want to know what your opinions on Spinball is, because it is just that weird of a game. Like, I know there's going to be a lot of different opinions on it. It's one of those games where it does its job and it does it okay, but it's strange enough to the point where I don't think it'll be remembered. Like, things like Mean Bean Machine work because it isn't a weird mishmash of gameplay styles. It is just Puyo Puyo reskinned, and I think that's fine. And like, there was a cool like backing story and things like that. You know, there's a lot to sort of unpack there, and allow for it to stand on its own 2 feet. Whereas Spinball, not so much. It is just like them trying to mix the normal Mega Drive, like 2D Sonic gameplay, in with pinball. And like, the pinball isn't even that great either. And like, puzzle games on the Mega Drive had a place, and they even had like stand the test of time because they're still even used to this day. Whereas pinball games, not so much. I mean, it was kind of ahead of its time a little bit because it did have some sort of story, and like, you had a plan, like A to B. You had a set plan and a set thing to try and defeat, which was find the 5. I think there were only 5 Chaos Emeralds, and they were all blue. it's just strange. There's nothing weirder than this game in the series, I don't think. Even like Sonic X on the Leapster doesn't feel that out of place. Please let me know if you like Spinball, what your opinions are on it. It could be positive, negative, whatever. I just want to know what people's thoughts on this game really are, because it's also one of the classic Sonic games that I don't see many people talk about, and I guess for good reason, because it is a bit of a weird game. And it's not like a main title, it is 100% like a spin-off. But it is very, very strange. Right, let's have a look at these bonus stages. See if there's any sprites in here. No changes, that's fair. Let's leave. I thought they might have added, like, maybe Sally or someone in the background, but it's all good. I don't think this is a big mod in terms of changing things, and it is just a simple skin swap mod, or sprite swap, which is fair, I think. It doesn't need to be anything else, because if you want Spinball Sonic, you've got Spinball Sonic. And I think there was a mod going around a little while back that does change the bonus stages to look like the Spinball stages. I couldn't find it, but I know it exists, but I don't think it's being supported anymore in terms of like updates. Hopefully I can think of something that, apart from music, that the game does well. I can't really think of anything at the moment. But again, if you can think of something that Spinball did well, apart from the music, let me know, because I can't think of anything special about Spinball. It just exists, and it's not even like an amazing game in my opinion. It is just a very subpar game. I mean, if you think Spinball on the Mega Drive was bad, have you seen the Game Gear version? I completely forgot that thing existed. Talk about slowdown and screen crunch to the max. Oh my god, it was terrible. Nobody should play that version of Spinball. It is a tragic game. Like, I would rather play Sonic Blast than Spinball on the Game Gear. Like, the only reason anyone should be playing it is if it's like some sort of charity incentive or something. Like, or like a goal, you get to a goal and that's what you have to do, sort of thing. Nobody should go out of their way to play Spinball on the Game Gear at all. Not worth your time. Look, if the console version's not worth your time, then handheld is not. Just look it up. Look up on YouTube. You'll immediately see like how garbage it is. Like, they clearly tried on the hardware, but look, Mean Bean didn't work on the Game Gear really, so Spinball 100% didn't. But there we go. I think that is where I'm going to end it today, because I don't know really what else to add in terms of talking about this thing. Spinball is definitely a weird game, and it has its fans, I think. It's one of those games where I haven't really seen anyone be like, oh yeah, you need to go out and play this game, it's an underrated game on the Mega Drive. I've never seen that, ever. But, I mean, it's a cool mod. I like this mod a lot, because it does bring in a character, like a version of a character that most people, like new fans, wouldn't know of. And I think I always think mods like that are cool. And this one's pretty well done. Obviously some sprites are not finished, are just not there, or the Puyo Puyos and some other bits and pieces have different colour palettes which break portions of the game, especially the Puyo Puyo section. I got lucky being able to get through that, but I think overall it's a pretty solid mod, I think. So yeah, let me know what you all think about this mod down below. In the description there will be the download for this mod as per usual, as well as all the music I have used in this video. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.